What up? It's your boy Dino Red of the Red Rock Podcast Network. And you listen to my boy T. Wilson of the What Up Doe Show. You better tell somebody, baby.
Give me a sip of water. It's the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. It's time to recognize if you don't know. It's the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. It's time to recognize if you don't know.
The What Up Doe Show. Your commentary on sports, entertainment, and alternative news.
Hey, Shimon with it. You know what it is. Hey, it's What Up Doe, the What Up Doe, the What Up Doe Show. Yo, what up, Doe? It's your boy T. Wilson. I am live on a hump day, and I just came to bring it to you, baby. We're going to move along as fast as we can today. I've got a lot to cover, but at the same time, I don't have a lot of time. So we're going to move right in onto the birthdays here. I've got the beautiful Nidra Drew. I'm sorry, Nidra. Nidra Drew, happy birthday to you, girl. Also, I got a happy birthday to the beautiful Cassandra Williams, Tony Imani Fisher, what's up, girl? And last but not least, Leah Rogers. Happy birthday to all of y'all. And that's all the birthdays I got. So on that note, we're going to go right on ahead and get this party started.
What Up Doe Sports.
We're going to dive right in with some What Up Doe Sports, and I'm going to start it off talking a little bit of HoopLA.
Hippity hoopla!
The first ever National Basketball Players Association Awards were handed out Sunday in Las Vegas, but the results of the voting were revealed in a nationally televised broadcast last night. How about that? How about that there? Houston people will be excited about this. While the league's official hardware was doled out following the conclusion of 2014 regular season, the NBAPA awards provided a chance for players to cast votes and recognize their peers for accomplishments made throughout one of the most entertaining campaigns in recent history. Most notable were James Harden winning MVP and the player you secretly wish was on your team award went to LeBron James. Seth Curry's strong summer league stint landed him a 2-year contract. I didn't say Steph, I said Seth. It's Steph's brother. His strong summer league stint landed him a 2-year contract with the Sacramento Kings on Tuesday. Curry was a player option in the second year of his deal, which is worth $2 million. Curry was in deep talks with the New Orleans Pelicans before the Kings offered a 2-year guaranteed deal and more playing time. Curry led the NBA Summer League with 24 points a game as a member of the Pelicans. It was only a matter of time before someone gave Curry a shot in the big time.
I am delivered!
Let's go on to some entertainment, man.
What Up Doe Entertainment.
Okay, so Chris Brown is amping up his security with armed guards who are prepared to shoot.
Break yourself, fool!
The guards have their marching orders, open fire if necessary.
Break yourself, fool!
Chris has taken advice from professionals in his life as well as his mother and agreed to significantly limit the number of people he invites into his home. Both Chris and the LAPD believe some of his friends were in on the break-in earlier this month. Speaking of Chris Brown, got breaking news. Breaking Chris Brown news right now, actually. It appears he's stuck in the Philippines. Chris Brown has been barred from leaving the Philippines because of a contract dispute. Brown was stopped this morning while preparing to depart on a private jet from Manila's International Airport on his way to Hong Kong for a concert. The Philippine Department of Justice said that an order had been issued last night to stop any attempts by Brown to leave the country. Brown performed a concert that evening as planned, but the order was put in place to compel him to pay back money that promoters said was owed to them after he failed to appear for a previous appearance scheduled for last New Year's Eve.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Don't you just love it when Chris Brown is in the news? You know what? This is driving me crazy. I decided to, when I use my little screen there, my windscreen, it's a little big and it's bulky and it gets in the way, and it doesn't stick well to my table, so it drives me crazy. So I decided to do the show without it. Because I feel like it's making me sound a little muffled. But now that I'm not using it, I remember why I started using it in the first place. Because I keep popping my P's and bumping my B's, and it's driving me frickin' bananas. So please bear with me. I hope it's not driving you as bonkers as it's driving me. Because if it is, that is a frickin' problem.
This is Murray Riley Jr. from the Stomp and Shout Talk Show, now the Sky Shout Radio Podcast. You're listening to my man, Tim Wilson of the Up Doe Show. Keep it tuned in, everyone.
What Up Doe News?
Before we get to the What Up Doe News, I want to say as part of a bankruptcy case, 50 Cent was required to take a debtor education course, which he took online, understandably. They don't charge students a hell of a lot. 50 laid out $15 for it. 50 completed the educational portion of the course, but next up for him now is the actual debt repayment plan. That part is not going to be so cheap. 50 tells the What Up Doe Show, I'm actually rich. I just get sued a lot. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. Bitch. Okay, now we can do the What Up Doe News. In Grand Rapids, Michigan, a meteorologist using a live stream from an outdoor camera during his report was interrupted by a giant spider catching breakfast. Gary Frank was using a live video feed of the sunrise from a camera atop the River House building in G-Rap when the giant image of a spider came into view on the live stream behind him. That's not a cloud, Fred said when the giant spider image, actually a normal-sized spider crawling directly on the lens, appeared. Frank decided to let the camera continue to play for a moment. Oh, we'll just kind of sit here and watch this guy for a moment. He's going to catch one of those flies, Tim. So the meteorologist offered the spider some encouragement as it lunged toward the fly. That's an impressive fight. That's an impressive spider there. Get him! Yeah, get him! Get him!
Got him!
In Louvain, Belgium, a New Zealand Scrabble player who has only been studying the French language since the end of May has been crowned the world champion for Francophone Scrabble, meaning Scrabble in French. The Fédération Internationale de Scrabble Francophone, the French language Scrabble Federation, announced New Zealand native Nigel Richards triumphed over Shalak Arekawi, a native French speaker from Gabon, during the final game of the tournament to take the title of world champion. Richards, who has previously won championships for the English version of the game, told officials he does not speak the French language, but began memorizing words from the dictionary near the end of May, only 9 weeks before the contest.
Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player.
He's a true Scrabble player. That's what he is. He's a true Scrabble player. A security expert showed a pair of security experts showed the dangers of a Fiat Chrysler automobile security flaw by taking control of a Jeep on the highway.
What?
Taking control of the Jeep on the highway.
What?
They took control of a Jeep from a computer on the highway.
What?
Security experts Charlie Miller and Chris Velasek said they used a laptop computer and a cell phone to exploit a security hole in a Fiat Chrysler's Uconnect internet-enabled software to disable the engine and the brakes on a Jeep Cherokee while WUDS reporter Buck Nutty was driving. Yeah, that's why he couldn't do the show today, I guess. Dagnammit. Missed you there, Buck Nutty. Miller and Velasek were able to remotely wrest control of the radio, air conditioning, steering wheel, and brakes while having a photo of themselves projected on the car's digital display.
That's some bullshit.
That is some bullshit. Speaking of bullshit.
7:30. Come experience pop culture from the dark side. On the 7:30 show with me, Latone Heart.
I need my cigar on this.
Available on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, TuneIn, Betamax, and VHS.
Yo, what's up with your boy?
I'm just a man with a fork in a world full of soup. No, I don't need no damn medicine.
Latone Heart. He may need medicine.
Check me out on the 7:30 Show podcast.
Check him out on the 7:30 Show podcast. He sold me out this past week, man. I wonder if something's wrong. I haven't talked to him, man. He didn't show up. It's not like him to be a no-show, but he was a no-show on The Unusual Suspects. The Unusual Suspects episode was released yesterday, and I don't know if you got a chance to listen to it, but it was pretty cool. If you get a chance, check it out. I'm pretty proud of it, and it is now time for a What Up Doe closing commentary. Sam Dubose was pulled over by a University of Cincinnati officer, Ray Tenzing, yesterday for not having a front plate. According to the police report, Dubose refused to exit the car after handing the officer a bottle of alcohol when asked for his driver's license. Dubose allegedly attempted to pull off when Officer Tenzing fired a single shot, hitting Dubose in the head and killing him. Dubose was unarmed. Dubose was also the father of 13 children. We have not heard the end of this story, I'm sure, and we all know how it's going to end up, right? The officer will step down, but will get no jail time. Was Dubose an angel in this situation? Hell no. Especially if the police report is accurate. Even if it's halfway accurate, he was certainly not an angel. But should he be dead today is the question. I'm not a cop. I don't know the protocol. But to see a 9-year-old kid tell the media his dad rented a projector so they could watch a movie that night was nothing short of heartbreaking. Oh, yeah. Of course, there's the race dynamic in play here as well. Always is, right? Has to be. It seems to always be. Officer Tenzing is white, and Mr. Sam Dubose is black. Are you surprised? Don't be. But I'm not going to go ahead and play the race card here. I don't even like that term. I'll take that back. I don't like the term playing the race card. There's no such fucking thing. But I'm going to subtract the race factor and just say that cops have become bullies. I don't want that to get lost in the race debate. Cops have become bullies. They use their badge and gun to intimidate, and in doing so, they have tainted what was once considered a badge of honor. Not all cops are bad, and not all cops are good. The problem is the bad ones have a badge and a license to kill. and they're taking full advantage of that privilege. At Florida State University, a woman raised her right hand in a threatening motion at a man. He's accused of initiating contact because he grabbed her arm to remove the threat. In the end, he ended up socking her because she used her other hand to hit him, and he socked her, and got kicked out of school. But that's a different story. Not going there. I'm just referring to that initial initiating contact. What do you think would happen? What do you think would be the result if you raised your right hand in a threatening motion at a cop? We claim to hold them to a higher standard, but we don't. We give them the benefit of the doubt because they chose a dangerous profession. So we choose to respect that. Because they're cops, we understand why they don't trust any of us. Yet we're positioned to trust all of them. Not because they've earned our trust, but because they wear the badge of honor. Unfortunately, that badge is becoming increasingly harder to trust day by day by day. Yo, that's all I got, man. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I want to say big up to my man Latone Heart. He hosts a show called The 730 Show. You can catch it on Spreaker.com, Stitcher.com, and also iTunes. Big up to Dino Red of the Shiznit Show. Get well soon, my brother. His show can be found on Stitcher.com as well as the ShiznitShow.com. Big up to Spiritt G of the HoopLA. Him and his sister Stomp does a show called HoopLA on Stitcher.com as well as the GSPN.com. Big up to Enrique Black of the 5 Minutes Away podcast. My man Gil Laurie of the Onyx Truth. Murray Riley Jr. of the Stomp and Shout Radio podcast. And that's all I got. Oh, I can't forget my girls. Bajetto Rising, Lavinia, She Be Show Knife, and Bajetto Rising of the Just Thinking Out Loud podcast. All can be heard on Stitcher.com. Go ahead and fill up your Stitcher.com profile and your playlist with all the shows I named. Trust me, they will entertain you all motherfucking day. That's all I got, man. Peace out, pressure crease out. Keep the police out while I bust his niece out. And I'm out of here like last year.
Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
What up, though?